You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network.
Damn, Daniel.
Live.
We'll do it live!
Welcome everyone to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Giants. That's right, football and football balls for everyone's taste. I am Mike Fish and I am joined as always by the man who hasn't aged a day in the 3 months since we've been off the air. It's Mr. Alex Middleton. Alex, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. I have actually aged 3 months in the 3 months since we did one. Has it been 3 months? That's a long time.
I don't know. It's probably, I think it's been a couple. It's been a couple at least.
It's been a couple months. I mean, there wasn't.
I've been back to England for a month. Got COVID.
You got stuck in England, huh?
I did. Got bitted up.
Dude, how was it?
It sucked for a couple of days. I had like a 102 fever, headaches, shivers.
How was the red coat variant? Is that what they call it over there?
Yeah. It was blasphemous. That's all I can tell you. Look at that. Bobby McThunderwaffle straight in the chat. Mike definitely looks 3 months older. Thanks, buddy.
What's up, Alex? So
we are back. So what's I mean, lots to talk about. West Ham have actually finally bought some players, even a striker. My gosh. And Giants
got a fun
looking
name.
good in pre-season. But yeah, catch the good folks up. What have you been? Oh, by the way, sorry. Give a plug to these fellas.
Dude, fucking Lucid motherfucking illusions, dude.
Doing
How
the
badass
official
was
theme
that
song.
intro, right? Yeah. Bobby
Melted my
McDonald
face.
was even like, it was amazing. Yeah. Friends of Pass the Gravy as well. They played at BuzzFest. I'm very, very tight with the fellas from Lucid Illusions, the I think best band in Houston. They just won as well. They're winning all kinds of awards. These guys are awesome, and honored to have them be our people that play our intro.
So yeah, make sure you click the links in the description. Go follow them on social media. Go to their website. Buy their merch. Check out when they're doing a show. Buy tickets.
Go see them. They're awesome.
Tell them Claret and Big Blue sent you. I don't know if they'll care,
but they'll be like, I don't know what that is, but be like, just you know. You know, Jordan. You know, Connor.
But yeah, what have you been up to in the past couple of months? Any fun adventures?
I do like 85 podcasts a week now. With Pass the Gravy Bro, and now this one starting back up. I think it's 5 a week for the foreseeable future. So that's been kind of keeping me busy. I do a morning show every morning. You knew that, but then also wedding planning has kind of been a thing.
5 podcasts a week, 5 morning shows, and wedding planning.
I can do it all.
You're a top man.
Don't say I'm not busy.
You got all the suits ready and all that good stuff. Because I know that's a fun thing where you have to get your suit, but then you also
got
get
them
the wedding
ordered.
parties.
Yeah, I got them. Oh, you have to pay for the wedding parties, dude.
Well, I went to a wedding that I was in the wedding party, and I was made to buy the suit, even though they were like, "This is the suit you have to buy," and then so I had no choice. So I had to pay for it.
You had to purchase it to own.
Yeah, well,
mine is like a rental thing. Mine's a rental thing where it's like one of those where it's like, hey, you do your measurements. They send it to you about 2 weeks before the event. You try it on. If something doesn't fit, you overnight it. They send you the right size, and then like at the end of it, you just like send it back in the bag and the return address thing. Put it back in the box, and then you drop it off at like a FedEx or UPS store, and it's gone. Like I've had a couple weddings I've been in that did that, and it was like it's tight because you like I mean literally like one of them I had like the bag that comes in that you hang up. Like I just threw it all in the bag, and I was like, here, sticker, done.
And now someone else is enjoying that for their special day.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they clean it.
Yeah, they probably do, but still.
Probably.
Give your balls an extra scratch.
I don't know. I feel like such an asshole. Like the worst part about weddings is like you were saying, like paying for all that shit. And like we're doing a bachelor party next weekend, and everybody like kicked me out of the group chat because I was like, well, here I'm sending you money, and they're like, fuck you, you can't pay. I'm making you guys do this. Like it's because of me that we all have to spend money this weekend. Like I want to contribute, and they're like, nope, not allowed. And I was like, this is fucking dumb. But it's like asking people to get suits, asking people to like take time out of their weekend to do that. Like I feel like such a dick. Like we've had like parties, like engagement parties and stuff, and like I'm just not like I feel guilty doing that and asking people to do that. And people are like, well, we should do another one. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. We're not doing a couples shower. You can throw Emma a bridal shower. I don't need another one.
What's a couple shower? I mean, I can guess
like,
what a
it's where like
couple
people get
shower
you
is,
gifts. Like it's all like I've been to people's
isn't that the
weddings.
wedding? Isn't it wedding gifts?
There's wedding gifts, but dude, you've been out of the game too long, man. You've been wifed up for so long. The game done changed apparently on you.
So you have.
I don't know. I'm new to this.
So if someone does a couple shower, I have to get them a gift for that, and then I have to get them another gift for their wedding.
And I don't know if that counts as like a wedding registry gift, but then there's also like a bridal shower, and like Emma had one of those a couple weeks ago, and like that was just for the gals, and like they got her some stuff, and then like they were like, well, you should have like like another shower. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to like. I want to hang out with the people that I like and my closest people in my circle. Like that's who I want to have at the wedding. I want to hang out with them, and I don't want to ask them to do anything other than like come spend that time with us, and like some of the guys have to rent suits. Jeez. There are people that have had like 5 or 6 showers. I'm like, how many gifts do I gotta fucking get you, man?
That's pushing it. Like, no. My gift to you now is just me turning up to this fucking thing.
But also, like, I know that you used to just take the wedding gift to the wedding.
Yeah.
Which seems like you gotta haul it back, but now like we register on Amazon, so people just order us stuff and it shows up, and I'm like, wait, who is this from? Because it just has my name on it. And it's like, oh, these are the sheets we ordered. This is tight. But it's like before the wedding, and I'm like, do I write thank you notes now or do I write thank you notes later? I don't know. It's crazy. I can't wait to just be done with the wedding thing. Like, I'm excited for it, but it's like I can't wait to just be married so I don't have to like burden my loved ones.
I was just always lazy. I just give like a couple $100 in an envelope. There you go.
That works.
Congratulations.
Money's awesome, and people are buying us all the cool stuff. Like I put some like reaches where I was like, nobody's gonna get me this, but it's like mini fridge. I need a mini fridge, and people bought me a mini fridge. It's fucking awesome.
Where are you gonna put that?
Like Emma, what if I don't know, probably somewhere in the studio, but I really gotta clean up the studio first.
What we should do with registry is for like Pass the Gravy merch. So you get Pass the Gravy merch, but also you make profit on that. So you get like the merch and the money.
Please buy merch from our podcast so they get something for their. Yeah, I like that.
It's like a double gift.
It's like a charity, but my wallet is the charity.
Yeah. Alex Middleton cares about Alex Middleton.
Exactly.
Well, that's fun. That's coming up in a few weeks, so already we'll be on a break because Alex is being selfish and marrying the woman he loves. But Bobby McFunder Waffles, Alex is ready for the bachelor party to be over with. You're not looking forward to it?
Oh, they're just roasting me online on the morning show because like I didn't invite everybody from work, and it's like the people that are involved, like groomsmen and ushers, are pretty much the people that are going to the bachelor party because like I don't know, it's at an Airbnb. You can only sleep so many people in there, and it's like they're really cracking down on having parties and stuff. Yeah, we're going to a lake, and we're just like it's like a lake house, so we're gonna hang out on a lake house, but you can't have like 47 people.
Where are the strippers gonna go?
We're not gonna have strippers. It's a classy thing. I'm just getting drunk with the boys, you know.
But that's just a regular Saturday.
Yeah, but like it's like so I don't know. It's all the dudes you don't get to see. It's some people from out of town. Like I'm really excited for it. But then on the morning show, they were like, "Fuck you, Alex. Like, why didn't you invite us?" And I was like, "I didn't set it up, the bachelor party, and it's people that are involved in the wedding. Like that's pretty much how it is."
For shame. Ronnie on Twitch. Twitch.tv/PopCouture on that channel for the first time. Hello, Mike and Alex. Hope you're well. I'm tuning in at work, so it's a classic. I'm listening while working and while I can connect to the internet. What do you do for a job, Ronnie? We want to kind of know that.
Yeah, I want to know too.
To be continued. Hope you're not not like a nurse and someone's dying while you listen to us talk bollocks, but who knows? Maybe they could put us on like hospital radio. That'd be nice.
That'd be tight.
Ideas for the future. All right, let's get into some sports, because that's why people are listening. Where should we start? West Ham or Giants?
Let's go Giants, just because it's like training camp just starting. We don't have a game coming up this week or anything for the Giants. I mean,
Update from Ronnie. She's just a basic angsty custodian. What does that mean? You're the American. Translate for the me.
Like you clean. Like cool. Janitor, custodian.
I want to know what an angsty custodian.
Angsty is like
are they like while they're cleaning, they're like wearing like My Chemical Romance t-shirts and
feeling, showing, or expressing anxiety, apprehension, or insecurity. Don't be insecure. We got you.
You're the best custodian ever.
You're great.
You're number one.
My favorite custodian ever.
You are the official custodian of the Claret and Big Blue podcast. But yes, so all right. So before we get into training camp, so you can answer me a question because I put it out on Twitter and nobody answered me. So the open training camp where the fans can go and watch, is that like a thing where it's just how you just show up and if there's a space for you, you can sit in there, or do you have to register? Because it's close to me, but I didn't want to drive up there and then be like, oh, I didn't register or I didn't do something and then have to drive back again. Do you know how that works?
Say that one more time. Sorry, you got cut out there for me.
So the open training where the fans are allowed to see the training camps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You hearing me? You good?
Yes, I got you now.
Okay. So are they like just turn up and watch, or do you have to like register beforehand for something? Because they're nearby, but I don't want to just rock up and then be turned away.
I think you have to get tickets. I know like the Texans have tickets for theirs. I don't know how the Giants are because I live in Houston right now, but I mean, like it is like open is like, yeah, you have like they sell so many because there's like bleachers and stuff, and then you can kind of stand and watch. But from what I know, you have to get like tickets or passes or whatever it is. But usually the team website has them. So you should go get some coverage.
Yeah. But news coming from there, from the reports, I'm excited. Everyone's excited because word on the street is that not only does Danny Dimes be looking pretty hot, but also our boy Kadarius Toney is actually looking pretty damn good.
He's got that Louis Vuitton visor. That was pretty sick.
And they're even playing his music.
Yeah, Young Joker. I listened to a little bit of it. Not bad. Not bad.
Does he do a lot of Giants references?
Not a ton.
No.
It's his rap career, bro. You don't mix business
separate
with your other business.
Don't shit on your own doorstep.
Something like that.
But yeah, what do you? I mean, obviously, yeah. Like I say, it's training camp. You can't. It's almost like a preseason soccer game. You can't really read too much into it. Obviously, it's just going through the motions, learning the plays and things like that.
That's the best because you can like when Danny Dimes throws a bomb, like a fucking dime. You're like, yeah, dude, he's elite now. And then like when anything bad happens, like, dude, it's just preseason. It doesn't fucking matter. Like you can write off all the bad things, and then anything that good happens, you're like, all season long, get ready, league. That's my favorite part about training camp. You have a little bit of hope no matter what happens.
And as Alex does say, they brought back the classic uniforms. That new jersey, well, it's not the new jersey, the throwback jersey, looks pretty sick, right? Mm-hmm. The red outlines. I'm looking forward to this season.
I like it a lot.
But even, did you see today? I think it was even what's his face? Kenny Golladay. Apparently, he was looking good as well.
Yeah, Golladay, Toney, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Sterling Shepard. Giants might have an offense. And did you see about our offensive line? They block.
Yeah.
They block now, which is pretty wild. Like I was watching Saquon run through an open. I was like, hey, look, there's Evan Neal. We got a right tackle. It's just not like a turnstile. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was saying, because obviously they weren't doing like full on. This is why we play kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were saying like in a real scenario, there'd been many sacks and stuff like that. So yes, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Great. We're gonna be great. We're turning a corner this year.
So what are we thinking? Are we thinking 17-0 this year for Giants?
Super Bowl, probably. Yeah, that's probably the Super Bowl.
It's like whitewash. We're just
Shock
gonna
the
blow it
world.
out. Game's over. Halftime. Super Bowl.
I'd be cool with that. Let's never no close games the whole time.
Hey, Mike, are
yeah.
you looking forward to the UK football this season? Maybe they win the SEC. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeling good. Feel good about it. All right.
Is this a trick question? Are they even in the SEC? Is he?
Oh, they're in the SEC, all right. They got Alabama to get through, but I think they could do it.
See, I don't know much about college football, but I do know Alabama are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
In the few bits I did keep up with University of Kentucky, when they were good, but when they were bad, they got destroyed. If I remember.
Yeah, that's kind of how Kentucky goes. Usually,
So,
there's more bad than good.
I think
Historically,
Kentucky Alabama could be a very awkward game.
barn burner.
Yeah, high scoring
Real
game.
barn burner.
But anything else of note from the Giants training camps that we've seen? 'Cause
They're
when
gonna
we
be
start,
sick,
when's the
dude.
preseason start? I know they don't. I'm probably maybe watch a couple of plays, but when do we start preseason?
Next week, we should have our first preseason game, and then September
Patriots.
11th is our first regular season game.
Against the Titans. It's good shit. And so when do you and so you won't be available for that, right?
For that Giants game? Fuck yeah, I will.
No, but to talk about it the following Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be here.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for the Giants.
Yeah,
there's not really much
that's
to
about
say
it.
about.
Training camp started.
We're doing great. Is how many things can Alex name making a comeback? Goddamn right it is. Because before we talk about West Ham, it is now time to play everyone's favourite game. It is now time for...
How many things can you name?
And in celebration of the return of Claret and Big Blue, the celebration of our fluidness, our international flavour of the American, British guy, and just to bring harmony, I'm going to test Alex's knowledge, just for fun. So I want you to name, in 60 seconds, things that British people say, but Americans don't. And your time starts. Time starts now.
Wanker. Lads.
Yep, good.
Lasses. It's coming home. Crikey.
Yep, definitely never heard.
Curry. They talk about curry a lot.
Americans
Mushy
talk about
peas.
curry.
Mushy peas. You call it a pint. We do use the word pint, but I think that's what we just call a beer. We call it a pint. Pub. We call it a bar. Football. Wrong football, but I think I get credit. I get credit for that one.
I'll give you that.
Soccer. It's called soccer. All right. No, we use Yankee because it's a team. That's about it. That's what I got.
I mean, you did well. You got 8 there, I guess. But I was kind of thinking you was going to go with like things like
Bloody hell.
path rather than sidewalk and things like that. Highway instead of motorway.
I didn't know that y'all call a sidewalk a path. That's the sidewalk.
It's the pathway. I don't know why.
A path is like a trail.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
We'll
I
be
don't
singing
think we
song
say that.
too.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Harry Potter, that's definitely stuff that Americans talk about too.
If anything, I would almost argue that Americans talk about Harry Potter more than British people.
Probably. Because we care.
Yeah, we don't care. He's trying too hard. What is this? Oh, nothing. Sorry. Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway. Distracted on my screen. But now we're going to get into the real meat today because West Ham, we're talking about West Ham because they've actually done things to sign some players and they've actually got a game coming up this weekend. So it's time.
Hammer time.
Bammer time. Woo, where do we start? We've actually signed a striker after 2 years, I think it was, since we sold Sebastian Aller. And now we've actually got a... And it's fun to say. Do you want to have the honours of saying his name?
Gianluca Scamacca! Scamacca! Mamma mia, it's a Scamacca goal!
It's a different kind of bastard, but he's got that Arnautovic look about him that he looks like he's going to
by that you mean he
destroy
has
people.
Blonde hair.
And that... No, but he's different. And what I'm saying, though, he has that aura about him. Like, yeah, he's got the hair, he's got the tattoos, the neck tattoo. He looks
Probably
like
has somebody he's related to that's involved in the mafia.
Like if someone takes him down inside the box, he'll claim for the penalty and also put a hit out on him.
He'll be sleeping with the fishes.
That's exciting. I'm assuming.
I know absolutely nothing about him. Other than that we signed him and he has a cool name, but it can't hurt to have another striker more than just one. I mean, we pretty much went through an entire season last year with one striker, so 2 is better than 1 in this instance. So yeah, pretty stoked, and the guy looks cool. I mean, that is 100% what I'm basing my analysis on this guy for. Gianluca.
I saw some stats where I think he scored something like 16 goals last year in Serie A for Sassuolo. And people are downplaying that. It's like, well, it's at Serie A, it's not the Premier League. But is that, you know what, even if he only scores half that amount, let's say he scores 8 goals for West Ham, guess what? That's 8 more than the backup striker scored last season because we didn't have one.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Now we play super happy.
We play European football. We can also be like, oh, hey, it's cool. We could give Antonio a rest here and there. Instead of just play nonstop. We'll have to put somebody out of position here. It makes sense. And, I mean, I would have liked a little bit more, honestly. I would have liked maybe one more. Not saying, an everyday striker, but, a little bit more depth. I know we got some youth academy guys, but...
And there's still 2 weeks left in the transfer window. So, I mean, then if we sign anyone from now on... I wouldn't be shocked if we bring in one more. Not necessarily a striker, but I wouldn't be shocked if we bring in another sign-in somewhere.
We need another back.
We do.
Because Masuaka just left today.
Well, he was a midfielder. They sometimes played him at left back, but he wasn't very good.
Yeah. But he added that depth, and I feel like we were kind of weak.
Again, he was better than nothing.
The back. Yeah.
And then we also signed officially Areola, goalkeeper, which I would argue, I think that the ring around the nipple should be our number 1 goalkeeper next year. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
You think he's gonna be over Fabes?
I don't know if he will, but I think he should.
I think it's Fabes' job to lose. Is what I would. If we see Fabes start to struggle, then maybe you make the change. But also, we could just win the Europa Conference League because Ariel is a fucking stud.
My argument would be because, as far as I can remember, I think Fabianski signed just a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
So his contract is up at the end of this year. So
you give him this, then it would be Ariel until Trot, assuming, can take over.
That's one way to look at it. But I would look at it as you start Areola, see how he does as a starter. Worst case scenario, who doesn't play very well, and you bring in Fabianski, but you'd rather find that out now whilst you have Fabianski to come back in, whereas next year he's gone, and if Areola doesn't work out, you're screwed.
I feel like Areola will work out. We had him in Europe last year.
I think he will. That's why I want him to be number 1. I think he's going to be great.
It's just again, we talked about this many times last year, where it is so nice depth-wise to be like, oh, sick. It's not. I mean, Randolph was serviceable compared to Roberto, that fucking piece of shit. But knowing like if something were to happen to Fabes, that we do have like a more than serviceable keeper, like a good keeper to come out there and get the job done. I think Trot. I don't know why. Mostly because I made a franchise on FIFA a couple of years back, and Nathan Trot ended up being my keeper, and he was fucking stud because I just developed him over and over. But like, I'm assuming that that's gonna happen in real life, and so Nathan Trot, who just resigned for like 4 years.
Did he?
I think we just resigned him. I think it was like through 2026 maybe. So maybe not so much. 4 years then, but we re-signed him, I know, over the offseason, and I think that Trot has a lot of promise, and like he's just been loaned out over and over and over again because he's got to get some reps elsewhere. But yeah, it's it's a good problem to have, I guess, to have two very good keepers.
Yeah, for some reason I thought he went out on permanent, but it was a loan deal to Nancy last year in the French league. Beautiful. So yeah, we've got options. I didn't realize he was still in the club. Alex brings up a good point though. Why can't the whole roster be strikers? We'll be unstoppable. I mean,
only score goals. Yeah,
they wouldn't see it coming. Just as kickoff, 10 men just start running.
Run up.
Like a scene from 300, only with 290 less.
Instead of like what formation are you running? We're running a 10.
Yep.
We're running a 10. Wait, what do you mean? Just line up everybody straight up in a line across the field.
Just doing mean face. And when as soon as the whistle.
No back. No. The striker, the front is the back as well.
I mean, yeah, maybe try it. Can't fail. Other signings. Naif Aguerd from Rennes. Centre back who is already injured and out for a little while, which is great.
Not great. It's not
because everyone said we needed to sign a centre back because our centre backs keep getting injured, and then we signed one and he got injured.
It's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be the guy that does that, dude.
Although on the
frustrating,
plus,
it's definitely frustrating.
Ogbonna does look to be fit though. Ogbonna does look to be back, and yeah, and Flynn Downs from Swansea.
He seems to be like the big, like, is he the big signing over Skamaka, or is Skamaka the guy?
I think Skamaka. I think he's it's me, it's Skamaka. He's the big
guy
marquee
when we
signing.
Sell Rice that we're probably going to use, right?
Well, I'm looking on the positive side. I'm saying he's Mark Noble's replacement.
I like that better.
Because I think realistically, against Man City, I think it's going to be Rice and Souček in the middle. I don't think they're going to mess with that.
It should be, as it should be, yeah.
But yes, 4 players, 3 I hadn't heard of, 1 I only heard of because he played for us last year. But still, I'm excited. I still think, do you think we're lacking in depth, or are you looking on the positive side?
I feel like we're always lacking in depth just because we're not owned by sheiks or Russian oligarchs. And it seems like
you love that word now, don't you? Now you've learned that word.
Oligarchs, or people that also own NFL teams.
I'm already sold on the name Areola. His nickname can be the nipple. No, the goal is the nipple because Areola protects the nipple.
I like where he's going with it though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Everyone loves a nipple reference. Who doesn't? All right. And then, before we dive into the Premier League predictions, Europa Conference League draw happened today for the playoff round. So, obviously, with the Europa Conference League, no one, unfortunately, qualifies directly straight into the group stage.
It's a playoff.
It's a playoff. So, it's a 2-leg playoff, though. It's home and away. And we have to win that to get into the Europa Conference League. And we are... Now, I'm going to... Admittedly, I'm going to have to rely on your knowledge of the Danish Premier League and the Faroe Islands Premier League to give us a little background on. We are going to be playing either Viborg or B36 Torshavn. A little background. Apparently, I did a little bit of research. Viborg from Denmark. They finished 7th in the Danish Premier League last year. And B36, who I'm pretty sure, other than being a football team, I'm pretty sure, didn't they release Love Shack?
Yeah, the B36.
Yeah.
B36s.
No,
They were a
shut.
band, so I think we're better than them.
They finished 5th though in the Faroe Islands Premier League.
I mean, it could have been AZ Alkmaar or Mold FK or Kisvarda. Like, I don't like. Is it hard to care about the Europa Conference League? Like, we should care, but I can't fucking pronounce 95% of the teams that we could possibly play.
The only ones I would have
Wolfsburg.
been scared about would be Young Boys or Anderlecht.
Young Boys always feel creepy when we were talking about playing Young Boys.
Yeah.
What a weird name for a team.
We just because if you beat them by too many, and then you let slip that, oh yeah, we just smashed some Young Boys.
Yeah.
You don't want to be talking about that. But yeah, it's gonna be one. I'll watch it. Obviously, I'm not gonna not watch it, but it's hard to, like I said, yeah, because it's hard to get pumped because it's like I have no idea who these fucking people are.
The end goal is obviously Europa League. We do that. It's going to be pretty tough to qualify top 6 this season, I feel like, given all the upgrades that people have made. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is our best shot. Like, I don't really know a lot of the other teams, you know. So like, I think Olympiacos, I know they're good. Slavia Praha.
Well, we beat them in the Europa League last year.
Yeah, we did. And then that's pretty much it. Dundee United. That sounds cool.
Oh, that's Scottish.
Malmo.
I recognize that one.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of them. This is where I feel. What's the word I'm looking for?
Villarreal is there.
I
FC
guess.
Köln, the Goats.
Bromby. I know Bromby. But a lot of these have like
that
their names have either like the little ash things at the top or the umlaut. I don't know how to pronounce that. I feel bad. So I think it's going to be, if we progress far in this Europa Conference League, I think it's going to be a long stretch of time of butchering some European pronunciation.
Oh, absolutely. We have to be monitoring our Faroe Islands soccer.
But yeah, where do you before we get into like the game itself coming up against this on Sunday? Have you been keeping track of what other teams have been doing in terms of transfers?
Man City just bought everybody.
They got Erling Haaland.
Like they always, who fucking sucked the other day.
Oh, did he?
He fucking, what was the game they played? The Community.
Oh,
Cup.
yeah, Community Shield.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking little bitch. He's just fucking, I don't know. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's just like, oh, he looks like a caveman. I stand in front of net. I miss ball. He hit like the fucking post. He hit the top post another time. Just couldn't fucking find the net. Maybe. People are saying he's not cut out for the Premier League. He's going to score 4 goals against us. Watch. That's going to happen now. But like, people are saying, let's just get on that take early. And then when we beat him, when we upset Man City and upset the champs on Sunday, and Erling Haaland just looks like shit, we'll just be like, remember when I said he wasn't cut out for the Premier League? The stage a little too bright. The light's a little too bright for this dude who I thought was German. He's Norwegian.
Indeed.
Which makes more sense. He does look like a Viking.
His dad used to play for Man City as well. So, aww. Adorable.
Yeah, I don't trust guys named Erling.
Give me
always a big rule I always had. Never trust a guy named Erling.
Is there someone else called Erling that I'm missing the reference of?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Not that I can think of, but just
this guy. Okay.
Beware. You meet a guy named Erling, be like,
not on my watch, pal.
Yeah. Hey, wait, watch this guy. Watch where he's going.
Make sure you know where your wallet is. Erling's about.
It's Sterling, not Erling, all right? Sterling Shepard, trust that guy. Erling Haaland, get the fuck out of here.
Sterling Archer.
Sterling Archer, great guy. Sterling Silver, fantastic silver.
Yeah, best kind of silver in my books.
Yeah.
And pound sterling, the British currency. Can't go wrong.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
Didn't know that was a thing, but yeah. Fuck Man City. Yeah, I don't expect to win. Just getting ahead of ourselves. We're probably gonna get embarrassed on Sunday. It's not gonna be a lot of fun.
I will genuinely, because I'm expecting
my running on Saturday, so I can just drink on Sunday morning while I just watch and am disappointed in my team.
I just want, if let's say Man City win 4-1, if Skamaka scores a goal, I'll take that as a win. I'll be celebrating that game.
Skamaka goals count as 4 this weekend, okay?
Yeah. It's the Italian rule.
So that'd be 5-4 if he scores 1.
Or someone else would have to score.
Right. I'm not great at math.
Who needs to be good at math?
We don't need to be. Skamaka just needs to fucking score. Yeah, Man City's gonna fucking suck. Like, why do we always open up? I feel like we had like two seasons in a row where we had like fairly
Like
even,
Liverpool
like, fixtures.
or Man City.
Yeah, it's always just. I think it was Man City like 3 years ago too, and it was like Liverpool, Man City are just like the best teams, and it's like, yeah, you get to play the champs or the almost champs, so that'll be not tight. At least we get this one out of the way, you know.
Or do we come out swinging like we did last year against Newcastle?
Just whip out our dicks and just fucking get the fuck out of here, Man City. This is our league. We don't lose a game all season, maybe.
West Ham Giants, both teams undefeated.
Be a good year.
And I think, well, see, I always have to, just because of how my luck works, I always have to state, like, get into the fine points here. But if I say, oh, West Ham are going to be, mark my words, West Ham are going to be undefeated, they'll end up, like, drawing every game and getting relegated. So, no, we're going to win every game.
Probably. I mean, looking at our first month schedule, Man City's a loss. Nottingham, I would assume, is a win. Brighton is Brighton, so that's probably a draw.
Nottingham Forest in a minute.
It's probably a draw or a loss. Villa, fuck Villa, we're gonna beat them, and then Tottenham, they can suck it, and we'll take Tottenham. Actually, it's a Wednesday game, so we'll probably lose that one.
Is it at Tottenham or at London Stadium?
Is the game this weekend at London Stadium? Left is home, right?
Yeah, we're at home against Man City.
So yeah,
what
then we
Tottenham?
are at home against Tottenham.
Oh, nice. Well, we could see.
We got Chelsea, Newcastle, Everton, Wolves, Fulham, Southampton, Liverpool, Bournemouth, United. We got a pretty much a solid little mix of games at least.
Bobby McFarland Waffles. How many games in a season we can definitely go undefeated? There's 38 games to play. It's a long stretch, but
lot.
Why not?
It's a lot of games.
Shall we talk? Let's talk about Nottingham Forest. There was controversy a few weeks ago.
They got Jesse
where
Lingard.
apparently, Jesse Lingard said he signed a verbal agreement, I guess, that he was going to come back to West Ham, and then he signed for Nottingham Forest, and people were bitching about it because they offered him a ton of money, and he's going there for the money. What are your thoughts on Jesse Lingard? Because I have thoughts.
Let him take the money, dude. If he doesn't want to come to West Ham, I don't give a shit.
That's what, because a lot of people go nuts and like, because I think what happens here is that we look at things and think things with our West Ham brain. So they're like, oh, sure, there's an extra 20, 30 grand a week, but it's West Ham. They're amazing. Why wouldn't you want to come to West Ham?
Yeah, not everybody looks at it like that.
But Jesse Lingard, other than, yes, he had a good 6-month stretch at West Ham and apparently enjoyed himself and yada, yada, yada. But me, as a West Ham fan, if I was a player and, say, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle both wanted to sign me, I'm probably going to the one that's offered me the more money. I don't begrudge him. It's a shame. I would have liked to see him in a setup this year.
Well, he's on the tail end of his career, so he's collecting all that cash. I saw he was also talking to some MLS teams potentially about maybe going MLS, and it's like, yeah, you're just doing it for the money at that point. But like, yeah, like fucking get your money, dude.
Yeah, rumor he was going to
You're
go.
Nottingham, so you're probably going to go back to. You're probably going to be on another team next year.
He's chatting with DC United to link up with Wayne Rooney, who's now their head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to the people of Washington DC trying to understand Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, they're not going to at all. We appreciate them. And I don't know. Does DC United start with like negative 97 points? That's how he feels at home, right? That's what Derby did last year. Didn't they get like administrated?
That's a whole nother topic for another day as well. I don't understand that. Like, oh, you've mismanaged your money, so what we're gonna do is deduct you points, which is probably gonna lead you to get relegated and lose more money.
Slippery slope.
Doesn't make any sense to me. But there you go. But yeah, Jesse Lingard, whatever. I'm not gonna lose any sleep.
Fuck that guy.
Get that money. Although I am gonna unfollow him on Instagram though. I'm gonna do that.
Already did.
So what's Alex Middleton's official prediction for Sunday? I think the time's to get 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central.
Probably gonna lose.
Is it going to be an agonizingly close and frustrating loss to where, West Ham lost where you're like, oh, I was going into this thinking we was going to lose, and then somehow we're like, so annoyed we lost, we should have won that game? Or is it just going to be...
I think it's City starting the season off. They're going to start the season off pretty strong, and it's going to not be a fun game for us. Thinking like 3-1, 4-1, 4-0, 3-0, something like that.
I'm holding on hope we're going to score. That's the very least. So, yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. Slightly optimistic,
Hopefully.
I think. As long as Erling doesn't score. That's the main thing.
Fuck Erling, dude. He's not cut out for this league.
Maybe Rooney can come play for England this World Cup. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, of course, England. Oh, did you see that? England... The women's team are now officially European champions of the world, which I like to say. Woo! We're coming for you.
Congrats on that, yeah.
Next year, Women's World
Technically,
Cup.
Houston also won that because Rachel Daly of England plays for the Houston Dash. So Houston de facto gets to claim that Euro trophy as well.
Did you see?
Congrats to the Dash.
Did you see any of the Women's Euros?
Didn't watch 1 second of it.
There was legit. There was actually some like ridiculous games and some amazing goals. But yeah, it's gone now. It's
my
finished.
thing.
You missed it. Why? I thought you support women.
I just don't care.
Hmm?
There was a lot of other stuff going on. I was like watching the women's Euros. I do not care. I couldn't name like 10 people.
Women, Alex.
I empower so many women, but I feel like the women should be lifting these women up.
Oh, you're taking the Bill Burr because she's just best friends with Bill Burr now. So you're taking the Bill Burr stance.
Friend of the podcast, yeah, he's a personal friend of mine now. But I think that it's good that they won. I just don't care. I don't really care about Euro. I watch it so I can gamble on it. I don't know enough about women's soccer to gamble on.
Speaking of international, though, World Cup, Men's World Cup, because you care about it, coming up this year, England versus USA.
Yeah, at least y'all got a trophy already this year, so you won't be that upset when you just get smoked by the golden generation of American soccer.
I'm still loving the fact that fixture is a day after Thanksgiving, so I can just no work, just relax, get drunk during the day.
Well, you'll probably be upset, but it's gonna be a long day for you, buddy.
Yeah, and then we'll do a podcast about it the next. Oish. Anyway, Alex being honest, yeah, I guess. Just in case you didn't get the reference, check out episode 4 something. Alex had a special guest on the Pass the Gravy podcast, Mr. Bill Burr, 471, where, do you know what, if you haven't seen the video version of that interview, you should check it out, because there is nothing quite like watching Alex interview a man who's clearly just laying in bed. It was awesome.
I was like, I don't know. I get to talk to Bill Burr, my favorite.
Oh yeah, I would.
What he's
I'm
doing.
not knocking it. I would have done the same. I don't give a fuck. He could have been taking a shit. I would have still been. Oh my god, I'm interviewing Bill Burr.
Yeah, I was like, I'll worry about the interview first here this time, and then next time, like, all right, you couldn't fucking sit at a table.
There was one moment during the interview where I guess the connection kind of got a bit funky. How much did you panic at that point?
A lot. I was freaking out internally.
But it ended up getting a great interview, so check that out. Pasta Gravy episode 471 for the Bill Burr interview. And all the episodes. Start at number 1 and work your way out.
It's a long time if you do that, but I'd say start most recent and work your way back.
Well, I have noticed.
But do that.
Good Pasta Gravy recently, which you should check out at Pasta Gravy Pod. It's been a little slimline recently. Is that been something conscious decision, or is that
What do you mean?
how it worked? Oh, it's been like 2
shorter?
hours or less.
No, mostly just 2 hours now, but it's still pretty long. We also do Pass the Gravy Bro the same night we record Pass the Gravy, so I try and
Like
wrap
let's
it up
wrap this
so I can
shit
have
up.
post it. So sometimes we just kind of run through stuff, but I mean, we get off topic a lot. Still, we've just been fortunate lately.
Oh, and also recently you haven't had any
Faster.
NFL betting to talk about.
Yeah, that eats up a lot of time, but yeah, no, I don't know. It's I've been trying not to just bullshit as much, so like it's kind of just like, which the whole podcast is us bullshitting, but like try to kind of keep it more entertaining, keep that attention span.
So do it. So if you're watching this or listening to this, make sure you do check out Alex's other podcast, Pass the Gravy. New episode coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's on the docket for that podcast?
We're gonna talk a little about training camp, the MLB trade deadline. I got some ideas I want to pitch to the gang, and oh boy, I got a not cool. Do the not cool segment where we bitch about stuff. I got a pretty. I've been dealing with it a little bit into today, but it's about a 4-day not cool. So we'll get into that.
Does it include your apartment building?
It does. It does very much so, in many ways.
Your
And then my
apartment
way
building.
to kind of speed
Alex
things up a
versus
little
his
bit.
apartment building.
Yeah,
is a epic feud.
I'm very excited for the day that I move out of this place and just tell everybody that listens to my podcast where to go poorly review this place, and they're going to be fucked when that happens. But yeah, I've got a not a fun story for me, but a fun story for you guys to hear. And then we're gonna answer some questions from the listeners. But yeah, Pass Grade Podcast at Pass Grade Pod. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts, and then watch it on YouTube. Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube. What's going on the Waff Box tomorrow?
Whoa, new episode of Waffle Box. So we're going to be doing all the favorite segment. We've got an underwater dumb world record to talk about this week. We're going to be talking Superman villains. Which one's the shittiest one? So we're going to delete them from history. We're going to be doing a BJ Novak. We'll check it out. We haven't recorded it yet. Don't. You can now. I'm going to be like subconsciously gunning for Green Goblin. Because never mind.
There's a Spider-Man bad guy, but still.
Yeah. But then also we'll be talking about freaky, crazy shit. Like, did you see this? The conjoined twins that were connected by the head, and they were separated through surgery in Brazil, whilst one of the surgeons operating on them was in London.
That's
The
pretty
fuck?
wild. I did not see that.
Get into that. New episode of Waffle Box at Waffle Box Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Check that shit out. Also available on YouTube and also where you get your spot for your podcast. Fun thing, what you should do with both Waffle Box and Pasta Gravy, what you should do is like line up the YouTube video, but then mute the YouTube video, and then press play on the podcast version. So you get both, and then we get double clicks. Just an idea.
Do that. And then also do it with Pass the Gravy Bro, too, because now we're on YouTube there as well. We live stream after every episode of Big Brother. You can join in.
When's the next live stream of that?
Tomorrow night. Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Sunday nights.
Be beautiful. And also, as you may see if you're watching this, where the fuck, my finger's going there. There. We are streaming on the Pop Couture Twitch channel. Help support the channel. If you want to check out, we have got we've got another show coming up on Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from the Not a Strong Start podcast guys. They're going to be doing like a interactive movie podcast. So come back to twitch.tv/popcouture and check out those guys Thursday 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and tell them Mike and Alex sent you, and they'll be like, oh, who are they? But it'd be great. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for a great first episode back. Feels good. We're stretched out.
Yeah, just working out the kinks here. Get better every week.
Cobwebs. Make sure, like I say, follow us at Mr. Mike Fish. He's Alex J. Middleton. And until then, see you next Tuesday.
Hey, let's go to Peyton. He's going to break down that touchdown. Can't hear shit. Never mind.